Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the Essie Off the Grid collection. This is their fall 2022 collection. There are 6 polishes here altogether. I found these on the Ulta website probably a month or so ago, but they are available on Beyond Polish right now, so I will link their website down below because I have an affiliate code, which is up here and will save you 10%. 6 polishes here altogether, and I will get into the swatches. So the first polish is called Hike It Up, and Essie describes this as a mid-tone neutral tan with yellow undertones. Really good formula on this one. It levels itself out very nicely. It does cover really well. So not quite a one coater, but it was really close to being a one coater. I just had a few uneven spots that I wanted to cover up with that second coat. The second coat did cover those uneven spots completely, and this polish did dry just a little bit darker than it was when it was wet. So that is 2 coats of Hike It Up. The next polish is called Off the Grid, and I think the Essie website is a little messed up because the description for this is also a mid-tone neutral tan with yellow undertones, and the whole sentence leading up to that is also the same as it was for the last polish. Okay, if I go to Ulta's website, this is described as a warm mushroom brown polish with gray undertones. This is another very good formula. It levels itself out really nicely. It did feel like a little bit more crelly, but it still covered really well on that first coat. I had just a few uneven spots that I wanted to cover up with the second, which did cover completely. And like the last polish, this did dry darker than it was when it applied. I think the color change in this one is a little more significant than in the previous polish. So that is 2 coats of Off the Grid. The next polish is called Transcend The Trend, and this is described as a muted teal blue with yellow undertones. Pretty consistently good formulas in this collection, and this is no exception. Again, self-levels very nicely, pretty good coverage, a few flaws on that first coat like all the other ones, so I did add a second which covered completely. And like the other polishes so far in this collection, this one did dry a little bit darker after it applied. You can kind of see the difference here between the wet and dry coats. So that is 2 coats of Transcend The Trend. The next polish is called Risktakers Only, and this is described as a vibrant orange with red undertones. This is another really good formula. This one also seemed a little bit crelly-ish, but still covered pretty well. Polish goes on really, really well, levels itself out very nicely. I did have a little bit of nail line that I could see through after that first coat was on. That nail line was covered completely with the second coat, and then you can also see that this one did dry a little bit darker as well, but I feel like it was much more subtle with this polish than in other polishes from the collection. So that is 2 coats of Risktakers Only. The next polish is called Force of Nature, and this is described as a forest green with yellow undertones. This is another really good formula, levels itself out very nicely, also comes off a little bit crelly-ish to me. I might just be making that up this many polishes in, but that's how it feels. Definitely had some lighter spots with this one, a little bit more visible lighter spots than I had with the other polishes, but it's still covered completely in 2 coats. I love this color. This seems very close to the olive green that's getting really trendy on Instagram right now. I think this is a little more green, but it's a similar shade. I do also feel like this looked a lot darker on my nails than it did in the bottle. So that is 2 coats of Force of Nature. And the last polish is called Bold or Boulder, and Essie describes this as a burgundy red with brown undertones. Same formula as all the other polishes in this collection, levels itself out very nicely, very smooth and easy to apply. The first coat left me with a few flaws and uneven spots, but very, very few. It was very close to being a one coater for me, and it did cover completely on that second coat. This is like the perfect classic fall deep burgundy red. It's going to be very easily dupeable, but if you don't already have a shade like this, this is a really good option. So that is 2 coats of Bold and Boulder. So these 2 are my favorites. The combination is very like, I'm gonna go hunting, but there is Risktakers Only, which is this slightly kind of reddy orange. It's a little bit darker than a normal orange, I guess. I guess this one's kind of dark too. I guess a little more red than normal orange. This is from the Handmade with Love collection. This is to DIY for. Anyway, I like this because is it red, is it orange? It's a little bit of a darker color. I feel like I'm starting to gravitate more towards reddy orange colors lately, so that one stood out to me. And then of course I'm going to love Force of Nature because I love, love, love olive greens, forest greens, any kind of dark green shade I'm absolutely in love with, and this is a really nice one. I feel like I'm talking really fast. I always feel like I'm talking really fast. So that is the Essie Fall 2022 collection. Again, those are available on Beyond Polish, so I will link that website down below, as well as my affiliate code, which will save you 10%. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.